Hey everyone, welcome back to Two Bad Decisions.
I'm Laur,
And I'm Han.
and today we are going to essentially have an extended checkup. But through all of that, I'm going to try to convince a man who swiped right on me on Tinder that he is my father. And so far, since this has begun, he has messaged me 6 times.
That's
Just got another one. Another two, actually.
Wait, so can you explain why you have a father on your Tinder right now?
Yes. Okay, so I like to play this fun little game, which is just add several layers of irony to my life. And I let my 13-year-old little sister swipe, whatever she wanted to do. And I had my normal age range
Mm-hmm.
for Tinder. And then we got bored and I was like, well, do you want to spice it up and make the age range 40 to 55? It's like, yeah, sure. And so we're playing this game where we would read their profiles. I would read off their profiles in a dramatic voice. It would be like John, straight man,
54.
single father, ellipses, love my kids, love my car. If you don't stand for your anthem, I don't know. But that's usually how it goes. And they'll have a lot of emojis or just a lot of ellipses. And we were rating them. And we'd go 3, 2, 1, and then say our rating. And if it was the same, I just swipe right. So I got quite the mixed bag. And I also had colored hair in my first photo. So I can't imagine that was anything less than unsettling for them. So I did not do well in the 40 to 55 department. However, there is this man I matched with. And as a joke, when he said, "You're beautiful," I said, "You have the same name as my father."
This I don't know what it is, but it gives me sadistic pleasure to do this.
So the goal of this, while me and Han are talking and just kind of checking in with you guys, is to convince this man that swiped right on Tinder that he is my father, and he already seems a little unsure.
No, yeah. Okay, so can you read your conversation with him back and forth?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. There's 6 new messages, and wow. Okay.
Wow.
The first thing says, "You're so beautiful." And I said, "You have the same name as my father." And he said, "I'm not your father. I mean, unless you are. Wow. You know your dad?" And I lied with my father right downstairs and said, "No." He goes, then how you say I am. I know his name. What's his name? John. Last name, IDK. I don't know him. Who your mom? Where's she from? Are you playing? I'm here. If you are my kid.
Wait, what's the last one?
I'm here if you are my kid.
Oh no! Stop!
Father so bad.
No, you sent him into an existential crisis.
I'm gonna say IDK my mom. I'm adopted.
Okay, I was just joking to Laura that this is modern day Oedipus, because in Oedipus he doesn't realize that he fulfills the prophecy by marrying his mother and f***ing her, right? And this is exactly that, because this man is so imagine family reunion, but the catch is you found your daughter through Tinder and you swiped right on her.
And you have to explain that, so everyone's really excited to meet your daughter. You also have to explain how you met her. Be I found her attractive and I swiped right.
Amazing.
He's currently typing. My answer was IDK my mom, IDK my birth parents.
Oh my god.
It's
I don't know what
this
is
me a lot of pleasure.
Absolutely thrilling.
I really like this.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I'm sweating a little.
Me too. Maybe it's juvenile, but do I care? No. Absolutely not.
My knee pits are so wet.
I know. I'm moist right now. My back. This is not
so funny. Oh, sorry. You seem so nice. Oh no.
Oh my god, no. He's poor orphan child. You poor girl. I'll be your father. We're on Tinder, sir. Does he realize? I
would say, no, it's okay. I feel so awful. He's being so nice. I'm gonna be oh, he's typing. Okay, I'm just gonna let him go where he pleases.
Okay, so my issue with this is sure, John is a nice man, but are we gonna ignore that we're on literally a dating app?
Are we second, if he thought that I was his daughter, he should probably unmatch.
He's like, oh my God, you're my possible. I should like, this is wrong. Like, I can't be on Tinder talking to my daughter because I swiped right on her, you know?
Right. Also, did John not did he like get around so often 19 years ago?
That he's like unsure. He's like, you could possibly be my daughter. Like,
right. Like, how many people could he have possibly slept with?
that's so funny. I also think it's funny because earlier you said he was like repeatedly typing and then not typing and typing and not typing. And I can only assume that's because he was contemplating. He's like, oh my God, all these women that I slept with, like, I have a daughter out there. Like, he was like really considering it. Like,
he goes, really I like you. You're sweet.
Oh, John.
He also, his profile picture, he has two, and both of them contain a duck that he is holding. So...
oh my God.
God, men are something else. He goes, I like you. You're sweet. I said, should I say, could I be your kid?
Oh my God, yes, please.
I'm gonna say, I'm turning 19.
Oh my God. Like, wow. Like, where were you in 2000, whatever, 2001?
Yeah, it would be early 2001. Because, like, you gotta give it 9 months.
This is all, like, me just, like, maniacally laughing in the background while you do this. Like, this
I know
so...
this is gonna haunt me one day. Like, he's gonna try and find me.
This is so unhealthy. This is toxic.
He's gonna, like, end up tracking me down or some shit, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not, oh my God, what if he sends me death threats? So I'm like, nah, I'm just kidding. Like,
oh my God.
or should I can't unmatch and leave him wondering. Like,
I think we have to see it through. Honestly, the commitment here is crucial. Like, okay, it was so funny because we were FaceTiming trying to decide what to talk about, right? And then, like, Laura's getting all these messages from John, and we're like, we have to start the podcast now to, like, get the live reaction. So you're getting live messages from John himself.
Oh my God, he's like, this man is wondering if he has a child. He goes, yeah, you really could. I often wonder.
John,
we're
on Tinder.
Like, he has, like, no kids and this is just his, like, biggest hope, and I'm crushing it. Oh no, John.
No, he wants to be daddy.
He really does.
I don't think this is, like, is someone going to tell John that this is not the appropriate time to realize his, like, longing for fatherhood? Like, not on Tinder, John. Like, please. Anywhere else.
Oh my God, he goes, no, can you call me?
No, John, we're recording our podcast right now. Like, we can't call you. We can't come to the...
Oh my God. And
I'm scared.
I would, like, play out this whole scenario just because I'd feel bad. Like, he wants a daughter so bad.
Stop. And then you're receiving, like, money. He's sending you money to, like, put you through school because he feels bad that he wasn't there for you.
He was an absent father.
Honestly, get that bag. I don't care. What?
Oh my God. That's just, like, oh my God. I feel so awful, but it's so funny because I've given him no defining information. I'm just, the way, like, that he's taking this from this area. Like,
he literally took that suggestion and he ran with it. He needed nothing else to convince him.
Me, like, where were you born? Like, I mean, if I was adopted, I'd probably still know, like, the first name of my mother. Like,
I know. Oh my God. Wow. John, like, they really must be, like, okay, imagine being John right now. Like, he's literally thinking of a specific woman. Bro. He's going through, like, a list in his head, and he's like, oh my God, like, Linda, all those years ago. Like, Linda, like, it was her. Like,
he's gonna, like, call all of them.
Oh no, stop.
And then imagine he finds out like that.
No, and, like, they're like, Linda really did have a child.
Oh my God. Imagine.
And then it's like a different child. Oh my God.
And it's, like, all because I sparked this in him.
So really, we should be saying thank you, Laur. Like, thank you for doing this kind thing for this family, reuniting them.
Love that I said, like, I knew my father's first name only, but didn't know my mother's. Yeah, what I also what else is making me laugh is that, like, I've always wondered, like, who are those kinds of people that fall for internet scams? Like a prince from Nigeria or something like that. And that's this man, because he needed absolutely nothing to come up with this whole story.
I know.
That was his child.
I've always wondered how, like adults, like boomers, like around that age, like, I'm like, how did you give your whole social security number? You know, like, how did you get all of your shit hacked? But it's becoming clear to me that it's extremely easy because I feel like if you were like, John, like, what is your bank account? Like, I need compensation for these 19 years that you've left me. And he's like, okay.
He would send me like $1 million. Oh my god.
Like
John.
empties out his 401k like for you. He's like, here.
Like, take it. I am so sorry to this woman who all I had to say was, yeah, that's my father's name, and all of a sudden
like you didn't even say
waiting.
Oh my god. No, but like what like really does it for me is like you didn't even say you're my father. You just said you have the same name as my you know how many people are named John? Like, do you know how many like
go that way with it? Like, because I was joking. I wanted him to be like, Han thought he was gonna have a daddy kink or something. And like, so we were making a joke out of like, haha, you have the same name as my father. And then he just ran with it. This cannot be a real person.
I genuinely thought he was gonna be like I'm not your father, but I could be. You know what I mean? Like, but he's taken it literally. Like he's like I am your father. I birthed you. Like this is crazy.
Why was it so? He must be unsure about something for it to be that honestly, easy to convince him. He's like reprimanding me. He's really stepping into that dad role.
Wow. He's like, you know, my daughter, you shouldn't be on Tinder. Like, you know, like sometimes it's unsafe. Like I really like
but he went, can you call me? Hey, waiting.
What are you gonna say?
I said, can't right now. I don't know what to
Sorry,
say.
John.
I'm gonna say
Father.
My adopted parents are home.
My adopted parents. That's so funny. Like really driving it home that you're adopted, you know?
Right. He's gonna like find my like IP address or some shit. Like he's gonna threaten to kill me. I can feel it.
I don't know why this is bringing me such such a thrill. Like I really needed this in my life to spice it up a little bit.
I'm gonna teach him about internet safety after this.
John, now that you're my father, like I think we need to talk about like like the way that you just accepted that you're my father and now I'm your daughter. Like
exactly. Like how did he? Oh my god, he's sending me so many. He said, "Why? Can I see your tits?"
He didn't.
I was saying, but what if I'm your daughter?
He did not. That's disgusting, John. I'm absolutely.
Oh my god, I felt so bad, and then he asked.
Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is, like, I thought he was being nice, like, he was, like, switching, he's like, now that you're my daughter, I know that this is not going to be a dating thing, but now he's like, you're my daughter, and can I see your tits?
I would like to have incest with you.
I'm so wait, I'm so grossed out. Like,
is
what?
It have incest or do incest? Complete incest?
To partake
in incest? Partake in incest. You are my daughter, and I would like to partake in incest. I said, but what if I'm your daughter? And he says, I want you to be.
What? Wait. Oh my god, no, I was right. I called it from day one. This has literally been only today.
It's come full circle.
He's like, no, like the second he finds out you're not his daughter, he's like, oh, that just like doesn't do it for me. Like I have to go.
He's actually on Tinder solely to find his daughter.
Oh my
her tits. He's like, oh you have your mother's tits.
Oh my god, Linda. Like it reminds me so much of Linda. Like I'm only
like her. Uncanny.
Okay, like like the only way I'll be able to tell is if you show me because like I could just tell. Like I could tell Linda's from so far, like from 5 miles away. So I will know if you're my daughter if you show me.
I was like, he said, I want to see your tits. I said, you want me to be
Ew.
your daughter or see my tits?
I'm so disgusted. Wait, why are men like that? Like truly disgusting.
If he has a wife, I will find her and send these to her.
I'm just so upset. Like he's just like on this casual dating app, and this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna go like he's asking to see his daughter's
potential daughters.
Like the way that he like no, what really sends me is like he didn't ask first. He made sure that you're his daughter first, and then he asked. Oh my god!
I think this is the most like intense thing that's ever happened.
I feel like is this what like CNN feels like when they're like reporting live? Like I feel like this is like the same emotion that they must have.
You know when they get like really bad news and they just get that look over their face? That's what we're doing right now.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm the cameraman, right? And you're reporting.
Right. Oh my, I'm
Mm-hmm.
on the scene.
Yeah, and I do the thing where they like count down and they say three, two, and then they give the one with their hand and then they point and that means go. Yeah.
Oh, John's not responding. I just think that has to be. Oh, oh. The
Oh,
answer. Let me just remind you guys what the question was. I
okay.
said, "You want me to be your daughter?" Question mark, or see my tits? Both.
Wow,
Well,
John.
what? What a renaissance man. I mean,
Like honestly, like
he
what
does
a
it all.
well-rounded fellow. You know, like he knows no limits. It's
Mhm.
almost admirable. He said both.
He didn't even have.
He's a
He
go-getter.
goes, "Show your tits." I'm gonna say, "Pay me,"
Yeah, here's my Venmo, John.
and then I'm gonna find someone's random like nudes on the internet, and I will send them to him.
Amazing. Or maybe we can send him Chris Evans nudes, which he
Oh,
told me earlier
amazing!
he leaked.
I haven't seen them
Yeah.
because I feel like he goes, "Nah." I'm saying,
No.
but you were my absent father.
But I think, John, you owe me a little something something from leaving me like my entire life. I've been fatherless this entire time. Like
But I'm saying,
I
but I'm fatherless.
But John, like do you know like all of the therapy I had to go to because of you, John, because I was fatherless.
I was fatherless with two parents. I don't know what I would be implying about my adopted parents, but like,
Like as if they're not really like good, I guess,
oh
in
my
this
god.
universe.
Yeah, what's he saying? Okay, now we're on the pay me route. He goes, "Do you want a cookie?" Yes. I said, "But I'm fatherless. Do you want a cookie?"
Wait,
Yes.
is he running? I think he's running with the narrative that you're like 5 and he wants to live out that disgusting
Am
fantasy.
I?
Maybe that's a little too
Is
like
this like verging into pedophilia?
I feel like this is getting a little intense and
Oh,
I'm
wait, I
gonna
think I know what he meant. You know when people like they're like first to comment and then someone goes, "Do you want a cookie?"
no, I've never wait, what? Like I guess I've heard that. I've heard that, but like
He
I'm
goes,
not
"Yeah, and you
appreciating
play games." He's on to us.
You playing games. I'm not your
I'm gonna wait
father.
until I
Show
don't.
tits. Oh my God. I mean, no, it's like those TikToks where they talk like cavemen and they're like, if you know daughter, why
Why you not
why
send
you show
tits?
tit? Yeah, like if you daughter, why you not show tits? Why you swipe right if you know daughter?
The fact he believed me so heavily in the beginning, and now he thinks I'm a liar. What convinced him that I asked him to pay? Like,
No, he was like, ugh, like any daughter of mine would just happily show me, you
right.
know? Like I can tell. Like
Oh my god.
oh,
He's so
this oh,
what a man. This is someone's father, likely. I imagine he has more kids.
this is not it. Like is he married? I really hope not.
He
This is
lives
really
48
disturbing.
miles away from me. Um, and the only identifying thing other than his picture is straight man, which he listed as employment. Um, so
We've it's become clear, John. Thank you. Your occupation is straight man, like is very clear.
he's just so funny.
Wow. So, while we're waiting for some live updates, do you have any other life updates, Laura?
I do have a couple. They're not very interesting,
Amazing.
so
That's okay.
just bear with me, everyone. I made my first guy friend that I like enjoy.
Woo!
I'm so excited because Han has so many guy friends, and I was always like, I don't know about that. That's like,
I don't know if I can get behind that. I will clarify, I don't have that many, and I'm only friends with theater boys because I refuse to interact with anybody else because I only like theater boys. But
that's true.
like, yeah, but I'm so thrilled for you. Like I'm so happy for you. Like I'm glad that you've discovered a man that doesn't make you want to like rip your hair out
Yeah.
in a bad way.
And like anytime that I had like a male friend in high school, it just ended up being like weird or like they were trying to hit and like it was just uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like that's not it. Like I feel like guy friends are the ones where you literally forget that they're a man and you're
Mhm.
just like, you are girl.
You
You are
are
girl
girl.
now. Like,
And you know, girl, why you have emotional intelligence. But like,
why you know stupid? Like,
why you not so dumb? Like, no, I told Hannah about like this today. We were FaceTiming before, and I was like, I'm just so excited to have a guy. Like, I get the hype now. I understand why when they're not like
Mhm.
awful people. Because I think I take particular issue with girls who are like, ugh, just women are too dramatic for me to be friends with.
Oh,
And I'm like,
those are the worst.
I don't like that. I don't like that kind of like I'm only friends with guys. Because like you really
No,
don't need
yeah,
to
I
shit
hate
on like
that.
relationships with women. Honestly, I still prefer like female friends. But like
Yeah,
he's
they're
cool.
well for me it's like they serve different purposes. Like they're not the same thing. And also like I don't know, like that's just the internalized misogyny speaking,
Mhm.
and that's something that you need to assess. So, but yeah, I'm so happy for
It's
you. Absolutely
exciting.
thrilled.
So what's up with you, Han? What have you been doing?
On the topic of guy friends, I just wanted to share a little anecdote, So last night, I don't know how we ended up talking about this, but last night Matt decided to assert that he had thicker thighs than me, and I took offense. I was just like, absolutely, like you do not, like you're 18 years old, you're a boy, like I'm pretty sure I have thicker thighs. I was just like willing to put money on that, and I don't think that's too absurd,
No.
He's like a scrawny boy, like
He's a
I was like, yeah, I
theater
don't
boy.
think,
Wait, was he in theater? Yeah.
yeah. He was, yeah. And like, so I was like pretty sure that I would win. And I'm not very competitive, but I do become competitive when I think I'm gonna win. So we didn't have tape measures, so we both take our Apple earbuds and then we use the Apple earbuds to measure from a certain point on the earbuds and wrap it around our thigh and then straighten that out and then get a ruler and measure that. And I just like this makes me so mad, right? Because Matthew has thicker thighs than me, and I'm still not over it. Like I'm so upset. Like it's just so makes me so mad because why does an 18-year-old boy need 22-inch thighs? Like
That's insane too, because I have thick thighs, and I was like, I'm lying and saying I beat him by an inch, but like, cut. I'm kidding. But, like, oh, good cough. But
Mhm.
yeah, I would like to beat the skinny theater boy, and it kind of like got on my nerves.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I'm not competitive, but this really destroyed my ego. I was just so upset. I was so prepared to win, and then I find out that like he just has thicker thighs. Like he doesn't need them.
Mhm.
I hate when men have like features that I would want for myself and they just don't realize how much of an asset
Right,
that
like
is, you know?
eyelashes. Men always have the best eyelashes,
Mhm.
and then they like don't
Always.
understand how amazing that is. Like it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Their eyebrows are
They're
usually
just
pretty good too.
they're just so like ungrateful and I hate it. But yeah, that's just a little anecdote I wanted to share.
Yeah, amazing. It doesn't look like John is going to respond anytime soon, but
Oh,
that took up about
well,
20 minutes of our time.
it really did. Yeah, like I think that was fun. A little bit like of some like on the ground news work, like really giving you the live update, which is wonderful. We've never had that before.
That just like gave me a thrill. I need to play with men's
Oh
emotions
yeah.
more often. Like that just like did something for me. I love this. This is where I want to
Yeah, that was
exist.
great.
Is in
It
men's
it
heads,
really did something.
rent free.
Truly. That's so funny.
I
Oh my
can't believe
God.
he needs to be in like intensive therapy for that interaction to have went
Literally,
the way it did.
you know that song by like on folklore? I think it's
Uh,
August, and it's like na, 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 wait in my car and like me be behind the mall. But basically, I saw a TikTok where someone was dancing to
mhm.
that, and then it was something like me telling a man like I'm gonna hook up with him, but then I drive him to therapy.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I think we should all do that. Let's take your most prized male friend, take him in your car, drive him to
Mhm.
therapy, drop him off, leave him
Under the
there.
pretense that you're going to let him hit.
Ew, none of my friends would want to do that. They would literally like jump out while it's a
I
moving
disagree.
vehicle.
I think
Like,
here's my theory. I think a lot of friend groups are attracted to each other, but like in a very subtle way. You know what I mean? Like the I'm down if you're down kind of thing. And that
Oh my God,
and
yeah.
I always think about that. I'm like, there are people I'm friends with where I have that, like, just a little bit, not a lot, just a sprinkle. But I think it's enough. I have a theory that there's like this little sprinkle of attraction in certain friendships, and you can use that to your advantage and take your male friends.
I really love that. I think like that is what
Mhm.
spices up the narrative, you know? Like I'm typically not a fan of people who are like, we're best friends. And I'm like, you literally like or like I see him like a brother and I'm like nobody wants to with their brother. Like that's just you. Like you have
Incest
to admit it.
adjacent.
Like let's
That's what
not lie.
we keep saying this. It's the popular kids. They like trade off, and I don't understand.
Literally. They pass each other around. Yeah, but this is like more of like a
Mhm.
healthy little sprinkle of
Yeah, I think
attraction.
it
Just like a
spices
little
it
bit.
up.
Just to keep life
You're right.
exciting. Yeah, truly. Exactly. Like we can't all just be friends. Like we have to have slight
Like,
tension.
I'm not gonna pretend that they're like friends that I haven't, like, they've done something I'm like, oh, that was really attractive, and I'm just gonna suppress that forever until it no longer is in my head. Like, and it works.
Amazing.
But you always have to have that
Yeah.
little bit sometimes, and
Hmm.
just gotta ignore it, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I think everyone like 20 in 2020, we should just grab a male, take him to therapy, leave him. Don't come back. Just leave him
And
there.
in the
He'll find
case
his
of
way home,
John
you know?
that I was just talking to, John, if you have a daughter, if this is reaching John's daughter, um, you should
Hmm.
ask him if he wants to hit and then lock him up somewhere. My God.
Oh my God. I can't believe that was real. Like it feels a little
Mhm.
bit
Do you
like
think
a
he was
dream.
also with us? Like it was mutual?
Okay, that's what I'm wondering because like it's saying straight man in his bio. Like maybe he was
Right.
just messing with
That some
us.
people do have their like sexual orientation on here. I'm gonna reverse image search his picture and see if I can find him.
Wow,
Because what if it's just
amazing.
some
Yeah.
random
So
man? like they were using
that's
his
what
like
I'm wondering.
picture.
Oh my God. Like imagine two dudes right now, like our age, and they have their own podcast and they're making a podcast right now and they're like, we just made this girl think like that we're like a creepy man that wants to see her
Right,
tits.
and be her
Like
father.
wow. Like imagine. Like that would be so meta. Like
I
I
I
really
would
love
like to
that.
find him. Because I it won't tell you where they're from,
I
but it
would
will tell
too.
you, like, he's within 50 minutes of me. Like,
Like it can't be that hard to locate
I
John.
really want to find him so badly.
I also have like a little life update, a little something something that's
Woo!
exciting. So, I applied to be a film writer for Unpublished magazine, and I got approved, so I'm on their writing staff.
It's me clapping. I don't know if it sounded
Yeah,
like that, but that's what
amazing.
it
Thank
was.
you. But yeah,
Um,
it's so cool. And so upon being accepted, they were like, here are all these group me's to join so you can stay in contact. So I joined. And like, so the whole reason I found Unpublished in the first place was because of this girl that I used to watch on YouTube. Her name is Maya Anushka. God, I mean, no, she's not gonna hear this. I don't know why I'm acting like she's gonna hear it. But anyways, I was obsessed with her from like middle school to like maybe mid high school. And then like around sometime in high school, she stopped uploading or something like that. And then eventually I was like, oh, like I don't really watch her anymore, so I unfollowed, right? But like this girl was like a celebrity to me during that time, maybe when I was like
mhm.
16. And it's so weird. So like, the whole reason I found Unpublished was because like a couple weeks ago I was like, oh, I should like look at Maya's account. Like she was really cool. Like I refollowed her and I found out that she's like an astrology writer for Unpublished, which is really cool. And that's how I found Unpublished in the first place. And basically, I get added into this group chat and I like said a hello message and she likes the message. And it's just so weird because like if you told like 16-year-old me, like I would have lost it. It's crazy.
Mhm. That's so cool, though. It's like full
Yeah, truly.
circle.
And like I don't know, I didn't necessarily like lose it this time because it's been a while since I like have like seen her stuff, but like it was so cool. Like what a fun life thing to have someone who was a celebrity to me when I was 16 years old and now they're just like right there, just chilling.
It's like you guys are like on the same level now. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? Because you both do the same
Yeah.
thing, and like she was like this celebrity to you. I don't know who it is, but like I imagine she had a lot of subscribers, like enough to like warrant you feeling like she was a
Yeah.
celebrity. And now you guys are like talking. I mean, like I guess not
But we're
talking,
like in
but
each other's vicinity, which is so strange to realize. But yeah, she was a pretty popular YouTube. She was like one of those small YouTubers, but like with like a nice good niche of people that watched her. But yeah.
That's what did she do like on
Um,
YouTube?
a lot of things, but one of my favorite things that she did was something called RAG, and I don't remember what it stood for, but it was like some acronym, and basically she would document like her entire month, and it was just like so fun because her friends were always like really cool, and she was just a cool person. You know, like when you saw, you're like, oh my God, that's a cool girl. Like she's so cool. I have like a friend crush on her. And yeah, she would like capture her month with rag, and she did it for like a year or something. And they'd always be so like cinematic and like coming of age, which was really fun. Um,
Oh, see, I want to live like
Me too.
that.
That's what inspired like some of my my little like videos on my Instagram because I love stuff like that.
No, I love them. I love that you and Mariel, like in particular, record everything, especially Mariel. She was really on top
Mm-hmm.
of it. Because, like, Mariel every once in a while will send us, like, a video from around, like, anywhere from, like, September to December of, 2019. And it feels like she captured such, like, an important part of our
I
lives. And
know.
we're gonna just have that on video. And, like, I don't know. That's so cool. And then you have, like, I show my mom them sometimes.
Oh.
Like, your, like, monthly things. Because I think it's so cool. Like, I
Mm,
don't know.
thanks.
So we like have a memory, and then it makes me so happy because like I'm in it. Like,
Oh, I know. It's so special to me. I really love stuff like that. And Mariel is like the god of filming things without you realizing it. And like some of the videos that she sent us, I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I didn't know that that was a video of that was being taken at that time. And it
right.
was just so funny. I just remember like when she would film stuff, like you could never tell. She was either filming you without you knowing or FaceTiming somebody like in public.
Right. Oh my god. And like sometimes you think she's talking to you, but she was actually
She was
like
FaceTiming.
FaceTiming one of her friends.
Yeah. Like
Oh my
I think I have
god.
a memory of her like I'm pretty sure we were like walking through Times Square or something and she was like literally FaceTiming somebody. And I was like, "What?"
There were some things about Mariel that I feel like just didn't click with the real world, and it would like send me for a second. Like
I know.
she just is so like unapologetic. I love her, but like in a nice way. You know what
Hmm.
I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
love her.
she just does shit, and like that's it. Like that's the end of it.
Yeah, I can
It's
like
amazing.
I can honestly say that I've never met anybody like her. Like I like in my the way that I sum up Mariel in my head is like someone who is good at communicating and is good at listening and is like I don't know, like funny in a weird way, but like I've never met someone and like I've met other people like that, but like I've never met
Mhm.
someone with like her particular vibe. Like I can't explain what it is, but she has a certain feel to her that is just like so unique to her.
It feels like to me, if like if you guys don't know, me and Han like worshipped her,
Hmm.
but just because she has like this presence that's like if I were like believed in Greek mythology and like believed that like their current gods still existed and I met her, I would think that she was like like a half god.
No, like literally.
She like she has that presence. Like she is just slightly elevated
No, yeah.
like above
No, yeah.
whatever we exist as right now. Like I would be like, "Oh my god, I have met like I don't know, some goddess's child." Like
No, I literally love her. Like if we were living at a different time, I can definitely see it for me that I'd be like sacrificing my food at the dinner table. You know when they like burn up the food and send it up to the gods like in Percy Jackson?
right.
That would be
That's
me.
what I was thinking about when I said half god.
Like me like burning like my chicken and like sending it up to her in wherever
Right.
she is in Olympus or something.
Right. Genuinely. I just there's something just slightly like off in like
Hmm.
this like
In the best
wild
way.
way that
Yeah.
makes you like just not even I can't completely perceive her. Like sometimes she'll just say something that like throws me through a hoop and I'm like, what did that mean?
No, yeah.
And then or she'll say something that like just kills me and like she didn't mean it to be funny, but for
Oh my
some
God,
reason it
yes.
sends me.
No, yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
have a moment like that caught on video where it was like we were at the Met Cloisters and we were all standing like by that wall, like looking out and stuff, like outside.
Mhm.
And I was like taking a video of us and like I just had my phone set up and then like out of nowhere, she's just like, the British are coming. Like with no warning. Like and like in that video, you can see me laughing at it, but you also see like confusion. You see me look so confused, and then like I'm still wondering about like why she even said that, and then we've already moved on. She's already changed topics.
Dude, I know exactly what video you're talking about, and both of us parroted it in like, but in like a confused, like.
No, like literally, if Mariel was like, "Follow me," like I'm just like, okay.
we're like a little confused, but we're still going.
Oh yeah, I ask no questions when it comes to Mariel. I'm like, okay, cool. I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm going.
My favorite memory of her being like accidentally funny was when she went. There's this video of you with her, and you were recording her, and you like grabbed her foot at the end of the bed or her ankle or something, and you were like, "Oh, I've got your foot," and she goes, "That's not my foot." And we're like, "Was it your dick?"
And I was like confusedly laughing. I like didn't know what to make, and then she just like looked at me like she didn't say anything else. I was like, what? I love her. Like, she has such confusing energy. Like, what did that mean? Like,
I assumed she meant like you grabbed her ankle or something, but like the way she said it didn't sound like you grabbed her dick. I don't know.
But then it's like because like that's what I thought. But then it's like out of care. Like she doesn't make jokes like that. But then she like did make one, and then I was just like looking at her like in confusion, and she just looked at me back. Like she doesn't explain anything that she does. Like it's insane.
It also doesn't help that I'm always like 3 pages behind you guys. Like, and she's hopping from point A to point B, and I'm like, I'm not even there yet.
Oh my god. No, yeah, like okay, no, I have a perfect example of this. So we were it was the day that we got Starbucks and we were planning to go to Philly or something. And I said something, so she does this thing in her head where she'll leap from point to point. So she'll start at one point that we've all accepted, and then in her head she'll make several leaps in different directions and land somewhere else, and then she'll say where she landed, but it doesn't make any sense, like in context of what like anyone else just said. And I said I can't fully remember, but I said something like, oh, do you want to get Starbucks later? And then she was just like, I am just so tired. Like, I'm so exhausted. And I was like, do you not want Starbucks? And like in her head, she had made the leap to thinking about like her work or I don't know, it was something else. But
it's just like her responses to things. I have to like back up sometimes and ask the original question in like a different way because I'm like, I don't know. I didn't make those leaps with you.
Yeah, it's so funny. I love her. She's such a like specific person. Like there's just so many little nuances to Mariel, and that's what we love about her.
I think the reason I like her so much is she's definitely like a character in a coming of age film. Like she just is. And like I remember one of my favorite things she ever told me was she was like, sometimes I purposefully ruin my outfits just to humble myself.
Oh my god, I think about that all the time. Like this woman is so powerful. Like she'll wear like a fire outfit and then she'll wear the ugliest socks with it.
Mm-hmm.
And like that is so strong. Like that's a power move.
Right. And like I was just shocked the first time she told me. I was like, why would you ruin your outfit?
Mm-hmm.
But that's just how she is. And like it's in the sweetest, like gentlest way too.
Yeah.
So it's like the energy I would expect her to have based on that quote, like, is not what energy she actually has.
Yeah, like none of you would get it unless you were there, but like you can appreciate it with us even though you don't get it. It's okay. But yeah, I just like find her, she is absolutely fascinating to me. Like I could talk about her for an entire podcast, truly.
I don't know why. It's just that's how she exists. Is like just on a different plane of existence. And like I could never really like catch up to her. Like she was always somewhere else.
Really? Yeah. No, like, cause like what happens with I think you and me is like sometimes we're like distant or like floating somewhere else, but we're still like we're here. We've just like
Right.
left the planet, but she's like not even like it's not a planet. She's somewhere like she's like a molecule. Like she's somewhere else. She exists differently. Like I don't know.
She
She's
does
just built
not
different.
touch the ground. Like we might float sometimes, but she's never set foot. Like
No, like truly. She doesn't know what that like she doesn't need the ground. Like she has no purpose for the ground. She just simply exists. I don't understand how to explain it, but it's crazy.
it just blows my mind. I will never fully be able to understand Mariel.
Oh yeah, I've accepted that as just fact.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, like Mariel is one of like the greater mysteries in life, and I actually really love that. I'm cool with never knowing.
Yeah, I would like to know, like, just there's some friends I'm like, I'm okay not knowing everything about you. Like I
Like
will never
that
fully understand it.
exactly. And like that is like knowing that there are depths to Mariel that I'm never going to be able to comprehend is just like so exciting. And I look
Mhm.
forward to a lifelong friendship of being confused with her. Like
I love just being like 8 pages behind every time she talks.
I
She's
swear,
so far forward.
dude, she's not even reading a book with us. Like she's somewhere, she's doing some other shit.
She's like finished. No, we're reading like the Spark Notes, and she is like the annotated novel.
Oh my God. Like I swear, like I don't even like she's like I don't know. We're reading a book. She's like fucking hieroglyphics, like she's on a wall. Some I don't even understand. It's like insane.
Just,
Oh
I would love to be in her brain for just a minute.
yeah.
I think that's
No,
all I could
yeah.
take is like a minute. But
No, Mariel is like if you ask me what I who I want to wake up as one day for a day, it's her.
right, I just want to know how she lives, bro. Like,
Yeah, I want to be her. Also, like I think we've made her sound like so like delusional, but like she's the most like productive person I've ever met.
right.
Like it's crazy. Like you would think that someone who feels like that unrooted from like reality like would not be productive, but she is like she's more productive than like me, Hannah, and Laur like combined.
Right. Dude, I just, if anything, I'm the delusional friend. So, like, there's only room for one. Like,
Yeah. Like Mariel gets her own category. She gets to
mhm,
exist outside of it. Like it's insane. I love her so much. But yeah, you're definitely like the you're somewhere you're floating.
mhm. I remember there was this one day, it was particularly, I did it a lot second semester where I just, like, wasn't there. And, like, I
Mm-hmm.
remember one day you were just talking to me as we were walking, and I was like, like, I wasn't, like, taking it in. Like, I was just, and I said something, I was like, I'm just, like floaty. And you're like, yeah, you haven't been here recently.
I remember that, I think.
Because I
That
was
was so
just so
funny.
out of it, like second semester. I was
No,
not here.
yeah. No, I don't know why. Like for some reason when you do things I'm okay like I just find them endearing. So like you like not being present for our conversation, I like lovingly talk to a wall. Like I like love it. I'm like, "Oh, she's not here right now, but I
The
love it." Like
weirdest thing was I could hear your words and nothing was happening. Like it wasn't like I was like having like any thoughts at all, if that makes sense.
head empty. Not
Like,
that.
you know how there's sometimes where you don't pay attention to someone because you're thinking about something else?
Hmm.
That's
That's
one
what
of
I
the
do.
scenarios where I had absolutely nothing to think. And for some
I
reason, your words just like were registering with me.
I don't know why. Like literally, like that should make me mad. Like I feel like that sounds like a like it sounds like I should be mad about it, but for some reason I like it fills me with love.
Oh,
I don't know what it is. I'm just like, oh, like she literally didn't hear me. Like,
there are some things like we put up with each other, or like with Mariel or with Hannah,
hmm.
that like for it just doesn't work with anyone else. Like if someone
Oh
else had
yeah.
like done like, I'm trying to think of an example. I mean, it's not like Mariel regularly like would screw people over. Like Hannah's not like calling me a bitch every other day. Like I don't know. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we can't, there's not a lot to look at there. But there's some things that like if anyone else did it, I would be like weirded out. But then Mariel
Oh
does it
yeah.
and I'm more in love. Like I'm just like, oh my
No,
god.
truly. Like I simply don't. I can't put my finger on it, but I love it. One of my favorite stories to tell about you is when we're walking, like we just like you either talk too much or you're like not paying attention. So when you're in the middle of talking, I point in the direction that we should turn. Like I don't speak. Like if we're making a right turn, I simply point and we turn that way. Like
I do that, and I often get confused about where I'm going because I like don't have a great sense of direction. So like sometimes we'll be walking and I think we're gonna keep going straight, and Hannah will be like, she'll like have to guide me like to the different.
it's so funny. I think what happened is like I came to realize what these little things about you are, and then I simply adjusted. Like I was like, okay, so I know I can't give Laura verbal direction, so I'm just gonna point.
That's so funny though, because I need that when I'm like, if I'm driving somewhere I don't know, my mom will be like, okay, you're gonna get on here and turn off here or whatever. Or my dad will usually say that. I'm like, no, you're gonna point. You're gonna tell me.
No, I hate the audio directions on GPSs. I'm like, no, I refuse. I want to follow a line. Like,
Yeah,
I
right.
refuse to hear.
The screen.
No, yeah, me blindly driving, like following the screen.
I'm like, man, I really hope I'm not like endangering anyone's life here.
Amazing. Wow. So this has been good. I think I needed this. Like a nice little check-in
Right.
for this week's episode.
This was a little all over the place, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Me too. We need some because I think we've had so many like focused topics, and sometimes I want to talk about absolutely nothing and offer nothing to society for about an hour, you know?
Right. I can't even tell you what we just talked about.
I don't know. No, I think that all this like we end the podcast and I'm like I just blacked out. Like I have no idea what I said.
We'll FaceTime. Sometimes I'll forget like what the topic is, and I'll go to write the description, and I'll be like, what did we talk about like 2 days ago?
Oh my god! No, I literally couldn't do your. So the way that we delegate is Laura writes the descriptions, and I could not do that because I have no idea what we talked about. Like I could not tell you.
And I write them on my break from work sometimes if I like forget, because our like time zones are different. It's like 3 hours behind, which means that for me the podcast goes up at 2 p.m. and like my break, I work from 8 to 3 or 8 to 2:30. So like, well, I'm out 8 to 3, whatever. But like I have my break in that, and I'll be like, I have to like sit there for a minute and be like, what did we talk about? Like
Oh, wow. I think this was a good, juicy episode, and I hope that everyone enjoyed. This was like this was like if you were on a FaceTime call with me and Laura.
Yeah.
That's what this was.
It's a little more tame. We did have a FaceTime call before this.
Oh, yeah. This is like the approach, like the, family-friendly version of me and Laura FaceTiming. And I really hope that you all enjoyed a little bit of insight into how we talk to each other when we're just hanging out. But let's wrap it up.
Yeah, tell us if you like hanging out with us, by the way, because we can do this more often. Just like a little hangout, grab a snack. Let's chill.
For sure.
But
just vibes.
Yeah, vibing. But so we have, as usual, our link in the description for our resources list. We have our Instagrams, which is 2 Bad Decisions Pod and Shop 2 Bad Decisions. We know it's been a while that we've been plugging it, but
just follow.
We have school. We're figuring everything out. We're switching platforms, so bear with us.
Awesome. So with all that said, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you.